This is Behind the Sabre, a student-run podcast that shows the real family at Benedictine College Preparatory.
Welcome back to Behind the Sabre. Today, we're welcoming
Jake Was
and
Jack Mouse.
Today, we're going to be talking a little bit about baseball. So first off, can we just talk about last season, guys? Talk to me about last season.
So, last year we were really good. Obviously, we were state champions.
Yep.
Overall, that team was just really tough. I think every game we played was super close. We were in a bunch of 1-0, 2-1, 3-1 games, and it was just made up a lot of guys that were really wanted to compete.
I'd say we're really competitive. Good team chemistry. Everybody played close, and that brought us to state championship league.
Mm-hmm.
So.
You mentioned team chemistry. Where does all that come from?
That senior class, it was a big senior class. We had 17 seniors?
Yeah, something like that.
And they all played baseball 4 years together, and they were just tight ever since.
A lot of the team chemistry comes up in the school too, because we're all all the stuff we go through during school day stuff. It brings you closer to as a team.
A lot of those guys hang out of school too. So that was,
yeah. What about as a team?
I would say we were all close too. Even the first year, the sophomores, first year juniors, it definitely first couple weeks were they were staying out of it, but then the seniors brought us in.
Yeah, and going off freshman, sophomore year, you're growing together as a team. So can y'all talk to me about y'all's beginning 2 years here?
So freshman year, I was on JV. I got hurt midway through, which kind of screwed me up. And then sophomore year, I was on varsity. I had a pretty good year. I think I was first team All State and first team All Metro sophomore year. And then we were good sophomore year too. I think we lost in the state championship game to Cape Henry, and that carried a lot over to last year because we knew how it felt to lose the state championship, and then it just made us be even better state championship.
Yeah. How does the atmosphere at the baseball games, especially in playoffs, how does that affect y'all's gameplay? Because you were a pitcher last year in the state championship. I know you rested the game before. And did you feel yourself being, kind of uplifted by your classmates around you?
Playing at Shepherd, where we play the playoffs, is just sweet. It's a stadium feel, and every the crowd, when it can be a crowd, not even a lot of people, but it'll just still feel super loud because it's a stadium, and especially when all of you guys come, it's just even more louder. So
yeah,
and it definitely brings a lot of energy to the game too when students come. So
definitely. Anything on that?
I'd say the same thing. Whenever we go to Shepherd, that's a goal. Every time we break a huddle, we say 40 on me, 40 on 3. 40, it's 40 miles, 40 minutes or miles?
I think it's minutes.
40 minutes to Shepherd. So that's our goal. And once we get there, the whole school knows and everyone's there and the energy is there.
So every time we play at Shepherd Stadium, we break the huddle down by saying 40 because it takes 40 minutes to get there?
Yeah. We'll do it practice it after a game, even in regular season, it's always 40.
And our end goal is to make playoffs, making playoffs in pretty much every sport here at Benedictine. So
another one of our goals is just to win Richmond. We want to beat all the Richmond schools we play, whether public or private. So I'd say the biggest goal is to win Richmond and to make playoffs and go to Shepherd.
What about when we played at the Flying Squirrel Stadium last year?
That was pretty sweet because I pitched in that game and I did pretty well. And it was pretty cool, because I've grown up in Richmond and going to all the games at the Diamond. Yeah. That was a lot of fun playing on the Diamond.
Who was that against?
I was against St. Chris.
Okay. So St. Chris also competing for Richmond as well. And then we just bring that rivalry. So with over half of the seniors committing last year, what did that mean to you guys?
It definitely shows we have a lot of big shoes to fill. Seniors did a pretty good job last year of a leadership role. And I think there was at least half of the guys committed to go play college baseball somewhere. So it just set a really good example for us to be this year's seniors.
Yeah.
We should lead the team.
And you were committed to William and Mary previously, and then this past offseason decommitted, and now you're committed to Virginia Tech, right?
Yes, sir.
So how does that feel? You kind of worked your whole life kind of to get this to end up at playing college ball, like you said. What does that mean to you?
It feels good because it's a lot of work I put in behind the scenes, and it's starting to finally show, which I'm not done yet. Still got more work to do, but it's really good because I've worked really hard for it, and I'm just super blessed that that's happened to me. So.
And as a teammate, you've seen that. How do you feel over that story?
I grew up playing with Jake. Jake and I played travel ball since we were 10, and I've known him, watched him grow. It's just been something awesome to see.
Yeah.
From freshman year to playing third base on JV to now pitching the state championship his sophomore year, now his senior year is just really cool to see.
Yeah. And you mentioned, growing up with these guys, here at Benedictine, I personally feel a connection with all my classmates, all my teammates. We're always, there's 298 kids at the school. How close are we, especially when we go play sports our whole lives together?
I mean, I think we definitely are really tight. And like you said, the Benedictine thing helps a lot. Like, it's a spring season, so we have the all fall, winter in school to be together, especially the transfers. Like, they're not shy or anything when the season comes around because they've been around the school. They know who plays baseball. They've been to the workouts. So everyone's already really close when the season starts.
Yeah.
I think one thing that's really cool about, you said 290, I feel like I know everybody in the school. I feel like you can't say it like any other school. I mean, there's like maybe a few people I don't know their names, but like most part I know like everybody at the school.
And you mentioned, how we have a spring season here. Talk about the off season. What does the off season look like for us?
So we started winter workouts. We started that in like December?
Yeah.
And then that goes through until like February, which we started Friday. Today's Tuesday. We started last Friday on a actual practice. So we've been just hitting inside, doing a bunch of other stuff like that all winter, basically. So
Those winter workouts, one of the coaches, Ben, told us, class of 21 here, he won a state championship that year as well. But he's got a facility out over the Tuckahoe area, and that's where we'll go for our hitting its Virginia Bowl. So that's helped a lot.
Is that indoors?
Yeah.
So even if it's like rainy outside, we'll head over there.
Yeah, and then the weather right now has been, usually we're on the field right now. We're about week 2 into on-field practice. But with the weather and the snow to be coming, the field's just not ready for us. So we go out to OAC or Tuckahoe Sports.
You mentioned the field. We're preserving the field for games, right? So home field advantage, what is that like here?
I mean, it's awesome. Like, I feel like a lot of school shows out. We all love the pinstripe uniforms. Everyone feels good in them. It's just a great atmosphere to play in. With Barry Gibril announcing everything, it's a good feeling.
Yeah. So what are our goals for this season?
I mean, obviously our goal is to go to Shepherd, just whether it be a state championship or just a playoff game, go make it to Shepherd. And then the other goal is to win Richmond, beat all the Richmond schools, and really just grow as a team and just have fun. I think that's the biggest part. You got to have fun when you're playing.
Yeah, I mean, exactly what you said. Our goal is never to win or make state championship. The goal is to get to Shepherd, and then you focus on your way there after that.
It's all about having fun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned winning Richmond again. Like, who's our biggest rivalry in Richmond? Why is that so difficult for us?
Ooh, in Richmond? I mean, St. Chris, that's just like an old-time rival. I'd say like our biggest rival out of Richmond would be Miller. I mean, they're pretty good. We've always played close with them.
Yeah.
And they're always like our top competition. So
Exactly. Like, they're our biggest competition, but it always gets a little like spiffy when we play them. Like, there's a lot of anger, not anger, but each team really wants to beat the other team.
yeah, just competitiveness.
Very
100%.
All right. We're talking a little bit about student life. Both of y'all have been student section leaders before, and we've talked about how important our student sections are to our success as a sports program here at Benedictine. What is a student section and student life in general? What does that mean to y'all as seniors?
I think it's definitely really important. A lot of games wouldn't have won without that student section, like the semifinal games against Trinity. The whole student section stayed the whole time. Nobody left. And once we got that one spark of momentum, we were with them the whole time. We were loud. We were in Trinity's head. And I think that helped a lot to win that game.
Yeah.
I feel like it just means a lot to the players too. Like, I feel like if the whole school is there, like, supporting you, it just helps you play better. So
The songs we sing, like when we sing Wagon Wheel, Just a Friend, it gets everyone like emotional in a way. Everyone really likes it. And especially last year, I know in the state championship, Coach Lilly said how loud we were, he said it really touched him. And that's something we don't really hear a lot.
So many other schools go to just basketball and just football games. Why do we go to baseball and soccer, and why are we showing up to all of these sports?
I think the biggest thing is, like you said, 298 kids, we all know each other, so we all support each other. But the biggest thing is that on their jersey it says Benedictine, and that's what we support, that's what we love. So baseball, like state championship, we had a big student section there. People were getting loud, getting the other team's head. Soccer, we're all there, all our friends are there. We want to cheer them all, we want to see them win. And that's just the overall goal. We just want to see our guys' success.
Do you guys have a favorite student section to be a part of?
I'd say football is definitely the favorite, but basketball is super fun when it gets to a close game because it's a lot more louder inside. Like, especially at St. Chris, that small gym, we can get really loud.
yeah, I mean, basketball is a lot of fun to go to because we have this gym back here. It's like state of the art.
Yeah,
It feels like you're really in like a college gym when they play here. So it's really fun to be a part of a basketball game.
definitely. So can y'all tell me about y'all's favorite student life tradition?
I mean, there's a lot of them, but I think one big thing would be like at basketball games, if we're about to win a game, we'll a lot of times sing Sabre Regina, and there's just more than a song behind that. It's about our late football coach or athletic director, John Fogarty, who passed away, and it means a lot to the school, and I know the staff that knew him personally.
What about like the remix we do?
Remix is one of probably the best chants we do. It gets everyone hype, and it's just everyone knows it, and it's representing the cadets. Like you say CA, spell out cadets, and everyone knows it. And I think it gets the our basketball, football teams especially really excited too.
Yeah, and you mentioned representing the cadets. What does it mean when we rush the court or when we storm the field? What does that mean?
I mean, like if it's an away game or even home games, we do it. When we rush the court or field, it's not like we're not doing it for disrespect towards that other team. It's simply just a chance for us to run out there and go celebrate with our team and then sing our fight song. And it's just a moment of joy for everybody.
Yeah, and that's another one, the fight song. What is a fight song? And why is that unique to just Benedictine?
I feel like not many schools have a fight song, like especially in high school, and it's something that's been. Or how long you think we've been singing the fight song at this school?
We've done it for all 4 years I've been here, I'm sure.
Definitely since the 1900s. Yeah.
Probably longer than that, but
Yeah, and you were featured on the Richmond Times Dispatch. Can you kind of summarize what that title meant to you and for our community to see that and all the alumni, what it meant to them?
so I mean, every Richmond Times Dispatch Player of the Year for the baseball team, they get like a newspaper article like about them. So I was interviewed about like how I was like what driven my success on baseball field this year. And I still do say that brotherhood was definitely a big part of it. Like not on the field, but off the field as well. Like I'm always with my friends if I'm not like on the baseball field working out, and all my friends here at Benedictine always support me in what like my journey with baseball wise, and they're always pushing me to be better. I'm always pushing myself to be better because of the brotherhood formed here.
Yeah, you mentioned the brotherhood formed here. We had hundreds of alumni making phone calls to Richmond Times Dispatch about your feature in that story. We see even at homecoming games here for football, thousands of alumni pouring into the campus to support the team. What does the alumni community represent, and what does that mean to us as students who will soon be there?
I mean, I think being alumni at Benedictine is a lot different than being alumni at other schools. Like, as far as I know, I mean, from the outside of school friends I know, we're the only school that have lettermen still. Like, it's the alumni's basis here is so much stronger because, like you said, the smaller class, everyone's more close together. You know each other. Like when you come back for the homecoming game, you see people that you haven't seen in a while. When we do events like the Box of Smoker, like to bring people back that came from Benedictine. A lot of schools don't do that. Once you graduate, it's just kind of, you forget about your high school, but Benedictine does a good job at bringing the alumni back. They definitely help with the scholarships too.
Yeah, scholarship. We have an incredible scholarship program here, especially with the Prater Day of Giving. Do y'all enjoy that? What is that day all about for us?
I mean, it's all about getting more kids at Benedictine, I think. And the ultimate goal is raising the money from the alumni to get more students here. That's the ultimate goal. But it also is assigned to represent Frank Prater and what he did and how he's up for sainthood.
Yep. And how special is that for us? You know, we have one of our fellow or soon-to-be fellow alumni is servant of God, Frank Prater, class of 1916. We have a saint in our own community. Like, what does that mean?
It's pretty cool to think about and say that there's a person that went to the school that you're very at and did the same things you're at, wore the same uniform, went through orientation, did everything that you did, and now he's up for sainthood. It's really cool to have that same connection.
So just to wrap things up, can you guys touch on what Benedictine means to y'all? And if there was someone out there who was hesitant on coming to Benedictine, what would you all say to them?
Well, first of all, I'd say if I wasn't at Benedictine, my life would look completely different, whether it be on the baseball field or off the baseball field. I mean, it's just given me so much opportunities to like succeed. And I'd say like the biggest advice I'd give to like a younger person is like push yourself. Like it's not the easiest school to go to, but ultimately like it makes you so much better. And I'm really like just now realizing that. That's taught me so many lessons like I didn't realize I was learning. But you just got to trust the process. Like all this stuff is for a reason. And you just got to push yourself and go through it.
Yep.
Yeah, and Benedictine means a lot to me. I originally, as a freshman, I did not want to go here. My mom made me, but I never regretted it out of all 4 years. I thanked her for putting me in this school. And for any upcoming freshmen coming to Benedictine or transfers, just honestly have fun. Benedictine is the place to be, and you're gonna make your closest friends here.
Yep. And this is an all boys environment. How does all boys environment like kind of change that from a regular public school or schools down the road?
I think it's more fun with all boys. You might come in and be like, "Oh, I want girls in the classroom," but it's more fun without girls in the classroom because you're not getting distracted, but you can also have fun with your friends without worrying about girls looking at you and making fun of you.
Yeah,
Also, like I think it just shapes that brotherhood even more because you're just with the guys, and that just brings you so much tighter than being with a bunch of girls. But
definitely. So that would do it for us here today. Appreciate y'all coming out. Thanks for hopping on.
Yeah.